Hello.
Oh, I hate you! Hold on.
Gotcha.
Got me again. You may be wondering what you're listening to. You're about to find out. Once we kill our brother monkey.
There's no clue.
Casturbation! Dun, dun, dun.
Michael loves this show way too much.
Oh, okay, I quit. Episode ends.
Right now.
That's it. Right now, right here. Oh, there it is. I quit. That's the sound of me quitting.
The orchestra quit.
Yeah, I'm like, get out of here.
We actually hired an orchestra to do our intro today, but I could only afford them for about
Yeah, and they did not like us.
40 seconds.
Yeah. And we actually kept him here for like 3 hours. By the way, as once again, this is Casturbation. I'm Michael. That's David. Bastard. Saying hello. Always cut me off. DJ Boy September?
DJ Boy September.
AKA no one likes him. So.
AKA no one likes him.
Yeah. That'd be a good one too. DJ AKA no one likes me. Hashtag.
DJ no friends.
DJ loser. DJ sucks.
DJ fucking sucks.
It's like he has the greatest tour of all time. You know, it's like, here's the loser tour. You know, no one shows up.
DJ fucking sucks ass. Yeah, that's me.
And we have Dr. Dre at the end.
Headlining.
Yeah. DJ sucks ass. No one likes him. So here we are. We intermittently show up every so often, and we were feeling spacey, you know. A couple weeks ago, the James Webb telescope came out, and as I like to call it, the bitchin' ass cool telescope, sexy telescope, also a good band, sexy telescope.
That's not really a good band.
Well, you know what? They actually are a good band. I'm not saying it's a good name, but it's a good band.
I'm not a good fan.
Actually,
I'm not a good fan. I'm not a fan.
Well, the orchestra we just hired is literally, they were called the Sexy Telescope Orchestra. So, you know, now you're besmirching the people that are bringing all the shit out.
Now you know why I fired them.
No, we didn't fire them. They quit. You can't change that. Who are you, David Trump?
Basically.
I
don't even think this runs around here.
I fired them. So, we'll start here. So, we're getting pictures of the universe now. What do you want to see? What do you think we'll see? We'll start there. Like, we're going to look
the same shit.
Okay,
just
well, what if we see something in higher resolution? No, that's a terrible answer. A sad answer, but it's true. There's nothing out there. But I like to think we're gonna get like they're gonna focus in on a dark spot in the universe that they haven't really looked hard enough in before. And let me tell you,
because they can't. It's not that they won't. You know, it's like
they're gonna look.
The tools weren't sophisticated enough.
We're getting another telescope, you know, further in the future, you know, like the Barack Obama telescope. I don't know, but like, even though he wasn't an astronaut or
famous astronaut,
space, yeah, you know, he wasn't from this planet. Birth certificate, remember? We never found it. He was from a different galaxy, and I like to think they're gonna look really hard. They're gonna see a butthole, David Bowie's butthole. He's a star man. And we're going to not like what we see. Because let me tell you, if you look at a lot of those black holes and, like, universes and stuff, they're kind of butthole-ish, if you think about it. I'm not saying this is what we want to see. This is what we're going to see.
Oh, I mean, are you talking about the pictures that we see?
Yeah.
Where it's like there's that, like, you see the event horizons.
Absolutely.
The orange glow of the event horizons. Oh, they're very
let me tell you, it's not going to
be
blurry
pictures.
It's not going to be an orange glow.
They're very obscured.
Oh, it's going to be nasty. We're going to see some nasty things. We're going to realize, like, all these galaxies, some of them are celestial beings that are just, like, fucking each other. And we realize we're just, like, looking at porn. We just could not
this is Casturbation again. So if you guys don't fucking care about space, you know, you
then
can
get out of here.
Yeah, just turn it off. Just go jump off a fucking roof.
Yeah.
We're like Homelander. We're going to make you jump off a roof. Go jump off a roof. Michael doesn't watch The Boys.
We're going to just jerk off on top of a giant building.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael gets that. Michael's seen clips of it.
Oh, come on. Like, I've seen.
I'll be charitable.
I'm aware of The Boys.
But if anybody hears this, go cyberbully Michael into watching
Say, watch The Boys, and then just beat me with a stick. A cyber stick.
Cyber stick.
Yeah, not a real stick. I don't want that. Because guess what? I've achieved, like, a higher plane of consciousness with this James Webb Telescope, and I'm waiting for the buttholes.
See, he's trying to bring it back. Like, why? We moved on from the buttholes.
You moved on. I didn't
Why
move
are
on
you
from the
bringing
James
it
Webb
back?
Telescope because I'm saying that's what we might see.
The butthole bit was not really that good. I'm
Butthole
sorry.
bit was good. Well, no. What if? Because they always say have that joke that like we're gonna like look into the telescope into a spot, and there's gonna be like another telescope like looking right back at us, and it's like other humans, or it's like probably gonna be squid people.
Be us.
Yeah.
In the alternate universe.
It's actually James Webb, like looking back at his telescope, and we're like, did somebody like put something on there, like as a prank, one of those.
There's a prank.
The International Space Station still flying around. They just kind of like put a sticker on on the main camera as they go by, and they're like trying to process some of the stuff. They're like, all we see is this. All we see is Bill Clinton. Apparently. It'd be so random.
Yeah.
It'd be fun, though.
I mean, so the telescope's pretty cool. Obviously, that happened in the last few weeks.
It's going to be for, like, the next
We should
few
probably
years.
address, like, the fact that the show, I mean, has been absent.
Well, I died for, like, a month. Like, literally. It's, like, one of those
We
things
need to
in a
be more
movie.
consistent. It's
Yeah.
the facts. Just the facts.
We don't need facts. We don't need to address anything. You always say, just don't address anything. Don't be serious. Just roll with it. No one needs to know.
You're
It's
the one
like-
talking about.
It's like a mummy situation. I'm talking about space. What
talking
was
about
that?
buttholes.
Yeah, well, what does that have to do with us being absent? Maybe we were in Butthole City.
Everything.
Buttholes are everything. We all got one. Hopefully. I think squids have them too. Maybe. They better. If they don't.
We don't need to do another butt-centric episode. We had a lot of butt-centric
Did we?
episode. Yeah. I
think
addressed
you think
it.
they did.
No, see, this is what keeps happening is like I know what happens in the episodes and Michael just doesn't. He forgets everything. Unless he goes and listens to them.
Oh, I listen to them, and I just, like, all David hears is, like, the 5 seconds of butt talk, and then he just, like, ruminates on it. He obsesses over it. He loves it. So anyway, enough of the butt stuff. So let's talk about David Bowie's butt. Okay. So, here we are. So, we were gone, because like I said, it was almost like a mummy situation. Like, not like the old 1937 Boris Karloff. It's a hard name to say. Mummy. It's not the new terrible Tom Cruise mummy. This is like the 1999 Brendan Fraser mummy, where I'm Imhotep, and he kind of got brought back to life. I died for a minute. David had to like get all like the 5 jars of my organs. Unfortunately, he had to get my butthole. That was in one of them.
Long story short, we need to be more consistent.
Yeah. Well, it's not my fault that like the plagues of Egypt happened. I mean, look how hot it is.
That's all we need to do. Just address it. We can move on. There's just like, so much stuff been happening. Obviously,
Nothing happened.
the children have been murdered in the schools.
God, no. We don't address stuff like that. That had already happened, even when we did our last episode.
It's fucked. But no.
Honestly, you could say that every episode, and it would probably be true.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
There's always
These
children murdered.
These will stand the test of time. These will be like Pink Floyd albums, these episodes.
Children getting killed in schools is like the dark side of the moon of life.
So, more has come out about the Uvalde
God,
situation.
look at you. I'm talking about buttholes. It's like, let's talk about children getting killed because people didn't do their job. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
If we
can make that funny, we can make anything funny.
You can always make a butthole funny. What is the butthole of the Uvalde situation? Find it.
There is no butthole.
Well, there's the guy who was like the sheriff. I guess he's a butthole.
Well, I guess
That's what kids would call him. Some of us would call him an asshole.
call him a butthole.
Seriously. They got how the fuck? How would you bring that up? Because it'll get my ire up, and I'll start using my
Michael's gonna start crying.
using my mummy powers on him. Don't get me started. I'm so sad.
Well, no, it's just like it's pretty insane. Like the whole fucking there was
No shit.
like
Oh really?
there was a guy apparently that
It's a guy.
had his
Guy.
sights on him before he went into the school, and that was like apparently
That
come
is-
on, why are you not taking that shot? You know what I mean? Who's waiting for orders? Like, this is the whole problem with the
The
situation.
Udalvi police force.
Is when there's a fucking guy with a gun in a school. It's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you just need to shoot him. I feel like you just got to do it.
You know what? And like, yeah, sometimes maybe the guy is like holding like a stick that looks like a gun, but guess what? Don't hold anything that looks like that. And usually it's actually a real gun. I'm sad to say, if you're walking with a gun-shaped thing in a school, you might get shot. Or you
Yeah.
probably should get shot.
Probably should. Let's just go with that.
We hear Casturbation say you should get shot.
But see, then you see,
One
this is
shot.
what happens, you see this other situation in the mall, right? This kid was
Yeah.
in the mall, and he fucking opens fire for like 5 seconds before some other kid fucking
That was the
pulls
other
out
thing.
his Glock and fucking hits
Yeah.
8 out of 10 shots from 40 yards.
I don't know if
What
that's good
the
or
fuck?
bad.
That was, we'll see. I mean, I think he saved some lives there. I feel like
He probably did.
I
And then
think
the guy died in the bathroom, too.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
as he should die. I hope he
I
fell
think
into
a
toilet.
couple. He did manage to kill a few people. I think
I
before.
don't think he did.
I'm not
I
sure.
think he shot. I think he hurt people.
Possibly, but
I don't know.
anyway,
Dude,
the
8
point
out of 10
being,
bullets, though.
like 8 out of 10 from 40. I mean, Christ. So,
Tom Brady couldn't even do that.
there's a
He's quite accurate.
point is there's some nuance to all this.
Is there?
And we're not at all equipped to address
So why
it.
would you bring it up? It's like, let's talk about everyone getting
Because
shot in our
I don't
country.
know. I was trying to see if we could fucking find a
Funny thing?
bit.
Like, that was like the worst thing to bring up for hilarity. I'm like, we're talking about space
I'm
buttholes.
swinging for the fences, Michael.
Well, I was swinging for the butthole fences. No, literally,
Please,
we're talking about.
can you
No,
stop
no.
beating the butthole horse?
I can't help it. So it's like, always got to beat that butthole, space butthole.
I will
as we're out
shoot
in
you.
face.
I have
Well,
a
no.
gun.
Well, how about we do this? How about we have like a duel, a live podcast duel? The first, it's like the last duel.
The first and
I'm Ben
last
Affleck.
duel.
I guess he'd be Matt Damon.
The first and last duel.
Because Matt Damon probably has his shit together more, but Ben Affleck, but he's got some good moments,
Dude,
And he's
give it
married
up.
to J-Lo.
Can you not? Matt Damon sucks. We established this. Ben
No,
Affleck.
he doesn't.
Yes.
When did we establish Matt Damon sucks? I think you established this in your brain.
Matt
Some of his
Damon's-
movies
Matt
suck.
Damon sucks.
No, he doesn't.
Dude, everybody's better than Matt Damon.
Everybody, Hitler, Stalin.
Actors. I don't know if Hitler was a good actor.
Hitler
Maybe.
was in a movie, wasn't it? Didn't he have that movie? You
I don't know.
like the one that got
Stalin.
everyone.
I don't know.
Well,
But
Stalin probably had a lot of movies.
There were maybe.
This is what I wanna
I'm
see.
just trying to compare him against his peers, and no, he doesn't
Tell me he's
stand
better
up.
than Ben Affleck, his peer, his main peer.
Well, they both are kind of in the same boat. They just they
but somehow Matt Damon is worse than
got
Ben Affleck.
lucky.
I'm not saying they got. Well, that's beside the point. We're just talking about where
Good
they
Will
are now.
Hunting's literally the only good thing he ever did.
That's
what I
not
would
true.
say. Yep.
The Departed's pretty decent.
I mean, the movie's great, and he's just part of an amazing cast.
The Martian's cool. The Bourne Identity's cool.
I mean, it's
come on.
definitely cool.
Come
but
on. Oh, it's definitely cool.
It's
He just
not
like,
because Matt Damon's a good actor. Is why it's not
He's
cool
pretty
because of
decent.
that. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying he's a great actor.
Those
but
dramatic chops that he showed. This is my point. Was like he never went back to that dramatic shit. He just kind of embraced the movie star bullshit. And
what about Ford
I
versus
would
Ferrari?
respect him more
That was good.
if he went back to the real dramatic, that dig in like
That was,
Good Will Hunting stuff. Because Good Will Hunting, come on, man, like the scenes where he's fucking digging in, it's good, and he's showing some chops, and it's like I wish he did that more. And that's just all my
think
thing.
he does,
It's like I
and you
feel like
just
he
don't
just
notice it.
Nah.
I don't think you watch Matt Damon movies.
I do. I've assessed Matt Damon's career, scrutinized heavily.
I put it into a
In
TI
Eagle, I
83
put it-
calculator, and I've like figured out exactly
I've plotted the parabola
how
of his
good
career,
it is.
and it was right at the very beginning
Yeah.
with one movie, and then it crashed back down.
Mathematically, Matt Damon is an inferior actor.
Inferior actor.
Yes, I know. I said that incorrectly. Inferior actor.
Brad Pitt. Great.
He sucks too. No, according to you, like on your scale,
What?
they're about the same.
No way.
I know. I'm just kidding. I can't talk shit about Brad Pitt. He got me there. Yeah. Well, that's what we'd be like. Hey, he's like, yeah, like fucking Steven Spielberg. All of his movies
I
suck.
mean, honestly, Brad Pitt is kind of just like sort of pretty boy, but like, I mean, he's
and
got
he's just
chops.
Brad Pitt in all of his movies. He has chops.
I don't know.
I think Matt Damon
he's
has
not.
chops too.
He's not. He's kind of.
He
I
won
don't
an
know.
Academy Award for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm driving a cool car.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't like the Manson family." And I'm like, I could have done that, except not look as sexy.
I don't know, man. He's,
And then he
he's kind of
smokes a bunch
like
of
Matt
acid
Damon.
and just gets his dog to kill everybody. Spoiler alert. And like
He's kind of like
the
Matt
dog
Damon.
is the one who took out the Academy Award.
He's like Matt Damon.
No, Brad Pitt's actually pretty sweet. Like he's been in some good movies.
What's a good dramatic thing he's done?
You mean like most of his movies? He doesn't do a ton of action movies. Brad Pitt, like you don't think of Brad Pitt
I
as
guess
an action star.
Benjamin Button.
That's not an action movie. No, I'm just kidding.
What did I just say?
No, dramatic movies. Fight Club, is that an action movie or a dramatic movie?
It's pretty action packed.
I mean, there's people punching each other, but is it an action movie?
I don't know. It's kind of like
It's
a
not.
mix. It's one of those movies where it's like a mixture of everything. It's got everything. It's got drama. It's
Seven,
got action. It's got
the action movie. He was great in Seven. It's not an action movie though.
what's in the box. I mean, we kind of make fun of it. Like it's really hammy.
It's more of a thriller / horror.
He's not like what elevates it. It's Morgan Freeman that fucking makes that movie.
And I'm sad
so
to say,
good.
Kevin Spacey. You know, we forget about him.
Yeah, of
He
course.
was great, but he sucks.
But you know,
He did suck
you
later.
could have. I feel like you could have swapped. You could swap out Matt or Brad Pitt, like with anybody. Matt Pitt,
And
Brad Damon.
Bayman. So like, no, Brad Pitt. No, like so.
You switch them out in movies.
Like, he was in,
They're interchangeable.
Yeah, like what's another like like that movie The Great Wall, you know, in China with all the like the Wendigos attacking the Great Wall of China, you know, starring Matt Damon. Just put Brad Pitt in it, same movie.
Matt Damon sucks, bro.
Oh, come on. I like The Bourne Identity. I liked him in Ocean's 11. They both were in Ocean's 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the ultimate movie ever. You have Brad Pitt and Matt Damon. Untoppable. Should have won every Academy Award. They should have made a new Academy Award called.
But
like,
they're all just smug in that movie.
I know. I'm
There's
kidding.
no-
That movie is not
Ugh.
that good. Go along with the jokes, sir. You're the one who always gives me shit. You're like, oh,
No, you're trying to make. I'm defending my point.
don't defend your point. This is not a point defending podcast.
This is a point defending.
This is a shit talking podcast.
Because my contention is that Brad Pitt and Matt Damon suck.
What if Brad Pitt was in what's a movie?
Or
What
they
if
don't-
Brad Pitt was
they
Private
don't do
Ryan?
any real
What if it
good
was Saving
dramatic
Private Pitt?
What are you talking about?
Saving Private Ryan.
It could, yeah, they could. You could swap them out.
That's what I'm saying. And it would have been like the sexiest Private Ryan I've ever seen. Like at the end, when Tom Hanks is dying, he wouldn't have said "earn this." He would have been "fuck this," and then he would have pulled his pants down.
Like always enjoyed the story where because they give fucking Matt Damon the little monologue in Saving Private Ryan where he's just like, talking about his brothers. He's just like, and Danny jumps out, "You're a young boy, don't do it," and
he
laughing.
made up that story on the spot too, and I was just like, yeah. And Steven Spielberg's like, I'm just gonna leave it in because I'm tired.
Yeah, well, honestly, because it doesn't. It sounds
Because
kind
it's
of
a terrible story.
Yeah, it's a
and I think
terrible
that's why-
story.
Brad Pitt's like, yeah, I was getting laid by everybody.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
You know what I think a better comparison would be is Brad Pitt to Matthew McConaughey. Like I think
Yeah,
they're
I
like
mean, that's
similar in weird ways. Like they're good, but they kind of have like the same like suave and swagger.
McConaughey's a little bit. He's got a dark side to him. Like Brad
Brad
Pitt
Pitt
just
doesn't.
Brad Pitt doesn't really.
Brad Pitt was like fucking Angelina Jolie, which means he has like vampire blood in him.
Oh, come on, whatever.
Come on.
McConaughey's got Killer Joe. Like I can't see Brad Pitt pulling that off.
There's got to be a dark Brad Pitt movie that we're forgetting about. But okay, so Killer Joe, Matthew McConaughey, he hasn't done that many dark movies.
But when he wants to be mean, he can be fucking mean.
Yeah, but like some of the movies he's mean in suck.
What do you
So
mean?
he can be mean, like The Dark Tower, terrible.
Well, I mean, I'm not judging it by that.
You have Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey in that movie is like -5 out of 10, and then the one you just said, that movie's not that good.
What?
Because he's Killer Joe.
Killer Joe's pretty great. I enjoy it.
It's pretty great. You enjoy it. David enjoys it. We hear Casturbation. David enjoyed Killer Joe. Stamp of approval. I don't agree. It was mediocre.
No, it wasn't.
In the words of Immortan Joe.
Why? What's bad about it?
I'm not saying it was bad. It was just mediocre. I said it was mediocre.
Thomas Hayden Church.
So? Okay. How about Thomas Hayden Church first? No, I'm kidding.
And what's his name?
I don't know. You don't know either.
Yeah, I do.
Emil
Hirsch.
Killer Joe.
Emil Hirsch and Thomas Hayden Church aren't scrubs, man. Like
Emil Hirsch.
they bring they're fucking great in it, and and McConaughey is fucking. He's pretty fucking terrifying. God.
See, not to me, though. He's always just Matthew McConaughey. See, like, out of the three people we're talking about, Matt Damon, and Brad.
It's just like that ending scene in fucking Killer Joe at the dinner table when it's just like, what's he going to do? Because, like, it seems like at any moment he's going to snap and just fucking... Well, he does, basically.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Multiple times throughout the scene. But, like, but he's fucking terrifying in this scene.
I mean, he plays it well, but he's still Matthew McConaughey, and I can just see him acting. I mean, like,
Dude, you cannot tell me the movie's fucking me. That ending scene, that tense build-up.
So, like I said, it was mediocre. I didn't say it was bad. Like, there's decent scenes.
It's fucking great. That fucking great scene, dude.
I don't know. So, like, who would you be
What movie have you seen where a woman has to give a chicken wing a blowjob?
5 of them, because I made 4 of them. Now we're going to Killer Joe 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, of course, the 5th one we don't talk about. And,
well, you've seen Killer Joe. You can include that in the count.
Yes. No, like I said, that's why I said Killer Joe 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I said we don't talk about 5.
Oh.
If you listened, no. So, who would you actually
I don't
be
listen to you.
scared? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Just like, you say I don't listen. So, like, who would you actually be more afraid of in real life? Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, or
Matthew McConaughey?
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey.
No! Because he would just give you a blunt and hug you and, like, hang out with you.
Dude, no way. Dude, Matthew McConaughey is, like, tall as fuck.
No, I'm saying, like, the actual person. I'm not saying, like, if I was physically had to be fought.
I'm not saying we have to fight them, but I'm just saying he's tall as fuck. If he wanted to fuck you up, he could. Let's look at Brad.
I know that. No,
Brad Pitt is 5'11". He's my height.
It would be funny if they all were like the same height.
I'm like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, sure. Brad Pitt. You know, from All the Pretty Horses.
Matthew McConaughey is 6 foot.
So I'm taller than... maybe I'm tall. I could beat all the... Hey, yeah. Matt Damon's going to be like 6'10".
Matt Damon is 5'11", 5'10".
Oh, there you go.
So they're all
they're all the same height.
Yeah, basically.
So like I said, who cares about height? So here's the thing. No.
What do you mean who cares about height?
No. If you were in a room with them and like...
The difference between 5'11", and 6 foot is like a million.
I saw Matt Damon beat the shit out of people in The Bourne Identity. And I've seen Brad Pitt beat the shit out of people and looked ripped as fuck. I've seen Matthew McConaughey smoke a lot of weed and like hit on high school girls and then go into a different galaxy.
You don't watch his movies.
Yes, I do! He goes into a galaxy, speaking of butthole galaxies, in Interstellar, you know, and he just finds like a cosmic bookcase. Like, I'm not scared of him. Like I said, if they were trying to fight me, that's different. I probably would not want to fight Matthew McConaughey. If they were just the people they are, listen to me. It's like the people with Christian Bale. What a movie. Does anyone even remember that movie exists? That was when I found out Christian Bale was not like American.
I do. I fucking love that movie. It's my shit.
I didn't say it was a bad movie. See, I like that movie better than half your other movies that you've mentioned. So, like, I like it better than Killer Joe.
What's your problem with Killer Joe, dude? It's a good fucking movie.
Oh, no, I said it was mediocre. I didn't say it was bad. So, anyway.
Probably haven't even seen
See,
Killer
the person
Joe.
I don't want to fight is Matt Damon, because Matt Damon, like, he's sneaky, and he's full of shit. And, like, he'll have, like, a bunch of snakes, like, come out of his arms, a.k.a. all the lawyers he has, and all the other people. They'll sue you to death. He'll get you. He's Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
He's in Contact.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Yes. Okay. We're not just like random movies. And he's like playing a priest in it. It's great. See, Matthew McConaughey is always
He's
like
in
just
Frailty.
the chillest dude. Frailty. You don't have to start naming Matthew McConaughey
You
movies.
never seen Frailty?
Yes.
It's a crazy.
Long time
movie.
ago. Like
With
that movie came
Powers-
out like in 1999.
Powers Booth.
I saw that movie one time. Powers Booth. What a name. My favorite role he ever did was in Deadwood.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a big role for him, but like,
Yeah.
Frailty was
movie was
cool.
weird.
It's 2001 is when it came out.
I was going to say, I saw it on VHS one time.
Matthew McConaughey was also in that movie We Are Marshall with Matthew Fox.
Oh my god. Is that the one when he's like a
He's a
coach?
football coach.
Yeah.
It's about the Marshall football team that died in the plane crash.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was a plane crash.
I was like, are you sure?
It was either a plane or bus
It was
crash.
a bus crash. I was like, it was not a plane. So
Hold
as a
on.
matter of fact,
was it a bus crash or was it a
it
plane
was a bus crash.
Are you sure?
Here, let's bet.
I'm looking
Bus
it
crash.
up. We
Bus
don't need
crash.
a bet.
I bet.
Plane crash that
Fuck!
killed 75 people. Yeah.
Well, what's-
David's right.
Well, what's
Y'all
the
heard
sports
it
team-
here.
what's the sports
Just
team
dunked on Michael like that was just like MJ Duncan posterizing
It was
with
like
his tongue out.
Well, no. It was like
Take the L.
no,
Michael,
no.
move on.
Well, no. What's the team that died in a bus crash? Go into Google and type in team that died in bus crash, and it's gonna be a famous one.
Died in
It was not Marshall, clearly.
bus
'Cause Marshall was clearly cooler. So you gotta die in a plane crash.
University of Southwest golf team bus crash.
Oh God, is there a movie about it?
9 people killed. No, this was March 16th, 2022.
Wait, so that just happened? No, there's gotta be something
Bus
else.
crash movie? Is it a movie?
Yeah. Well, it was a thing.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
It should be. If not, we're making it. Casturbation presents Bus Crash, the movie.
Humboldt.
Humbled.
The new season is a Canadian documentary television program about the aftermath of the 2018 bus crash that killed 60 members.
Well, no, so I'm thinking of something else.
Saskatchewan's Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team and injured 13 more.
God damn, apparently buses are more dangerous than planes nowadays, because I'm pretty sure We Are Marshall took place like in the 70s.
Well, there are cars crash out more often than planes.
You say, flying a plane is really safe nowadays.
You see that video of that fucking
Maybe.
skydivers and like the fucking
And everything
planes
sucks.
collide
Yes!
mid
It's
jump?
fucking epic as shit, and luckily everyone lived.
Everybody lived, but the one
It
plane
looks awesome!
The one plane went down.
Oh,
What
it
do you
went
mean?
down.
It looks awesome. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It looks awesome because everyone lived.
I hope you had insurance.
Everybody died.
Just
Yeah.
jumping out of that shit.
Like I said, if you watch September 11th and you realize nobody died, everyone will be like, "Ooh, that looked fucking sweet as shit."
Well, because it was kind of cool.
But unfortunately,
But yeah, no, everybody's
a lot of
dead.
people died.
Um,
If you never heard about it, same thing like Pearl Harbor. Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor.
yeah, I don't know what team you're talking about, Michael. But anyway, Michael,
Well, you know what?
Michael McConaughey over here.
You know,
With the
I'm fine
bus
with that. I'm
crash.
fine with that. You know what? I'm naming my I'm changing my last
started
name
the
to
movie.
Marshall. Michael Marshall.
We starred in the movie We Are Michael.
Yeah, everyone's gonna die in that movie. Let me tell
And
you.
it's about a bus crash. Magic Mike. It's about you.
No.
And Matthew
I would love to be Magic Mike because
Matthew
like,
McConaughey's
he's
in
a
it.
stripper with a heart of gold and he's like really good looking.
You can achieve your dreams. It's possible.
Yeah, I don't have a heart of gold. I can be a stripper.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
Okay, no one dies in a bus crash,
Dude,
so I don't care.
2011, Matthew McConaughey was killing it.
No. It was a couple years later when he got the Academy Award when he had
For
AIDS.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, when he had AIDS.
It was 2013.
Like I said, a couple years later.
Yeah, I know. I know what
Oh,
you
you
said.
know, I mean, Dave was like, "This is my favorite
But
movie
see,
that I watch every day."
man, like just this fucking string of fucking movies.
Well, remember, because that's when he became serious. Because no one took him seriously, even though he was in serious movies, like you say, Contact, shit like that. But like everyone's just like, "Oh, Matthew McConaughey, all right." You know, that's what everyone thought about him, and it's like he really commits. He is kind of Matthew McConaughey in every movie. You know,
U571.
that movie's great.
I mean, I don't know if it's great. I mean, it's pretty.
Oh,
pretty
fuck
decent.
you! It's way better than Killer Joe.
It's pretty decent,
That movie is like 10 times better than Killer Joe.
dude.
It's one of the
you haven't
greatest
seen it in a minute.
I've seen Killer Joe. No, fuck Killer Joe. No, U571. I saw that shit in theaters with
When
my
was
dad.
the last time you saw U571?
I saw one. Oh, U571? I've watched scenes from it. Especially the scene like at the... Oh, dude. Like, they have that movie clips thing on
Dude.
YouTube. I was watching scenes from it like at least one time in the last year. That movie's great.
I
Splashes.
have watched it within the last year,
Splashes.
and I'm telling you, I mean,
Splashes.
it holds up decently.
It's great, dude.
but
When
it's
that
not,
poor little kid's
like,
trying to like get the thing, and then he ends up drowning at the end. Spoiler alert! When he's like just saves everybody, dude. Like when and then Bill Paxton, poor Bill Paxton. No, I've watched this movie a million times. This movie's fantastic.
a million times.
Literally, you can count it. Get the James Webb Telescope. I'm sure it's good at
No,
math.
you said you didn't watch it, but so anyway, I've watched it in the last year, and it wasn't. I was underwhelmed. It's not bad.
It's
you know,
great.
it's
It's not bad.
Not,
it's fantastic.
It's not.
It's
great.
Academy. It should be
Killer
like
Joe is
it's
a far
Gone
better
with the
movie.
Wind esque,
No, it's not. Michael's trolling.
dude. Like
Let's
when
see what
like,
the critics
dude, when
say.
everything is like blowing up and like Bill Paxton's like drowning in the water and like dude they're running around the submarine. They're like everything's in German. It's like no shit. It's a German submarine. And it's like the stress. I'll never forget the stress as 11-year-old Michael felt watching this movie by myself with my father in the theater. We were like the only two people in the theater. And dude, when they come up at the end, you gotta shoot that torpedo now. They shoot it back.
So
It's got decent reviews, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's got like
and
a
I said it was decent. I said it was decent. It's got a 68%.
Okay, so what does Killer Joe have?
Excellent cinematography and an interesting plot, accompanied by a talented cast that make U571 a tense thriller.
What does Killer Joe have?
I will look it up.
Dude, U571's great. I will buy a submarine and drive it to your house and torpedo you. If you ever besmirch the name of that submarine ever again. Never.
Killer Joe has an 80%
Fuck! I was hoping.
certified fresh.
Oh, God damn it, I was hoping it was less.
Violent, darkly comic, and full of strong performances, Killer Joe proves William
Shut up.
Friedkin hasn't lost his touch, even if the plot may be too lurid for some. So, if you found it too lurid, Michael, it's okay. It's okay. I understand.
It's true. With my simple mammal brain, I do like the story of just a submarine trying to fight the big bad destroyer.
It's okay. You know, we don't have to like.
Out of curiosity,
I'm not gonna give you shit for it.
well,
It's not, like,
Rotten
for
Tomatoes
everybody.
is kind of sucks.
Killer Joe's not for everyone.
What does
I
Interstellar
understand.
have on there? I'm curious.
Oh, Interstellar's critic proof, obviously. It's
No, look it up.
Chris Nolan.
Look it up.
It's critic proof.
Look it up.
It's Chris Nolan proof.
It's not. Look it up. Look it.
It's got a 73.
See?
What do you mean C?
It's lower than Killer Joe. That's what I'm saying. It's not critic proof. Clearly, half the critics hate it. Critics like Killer Joe.
Certified fresh.
It was certified.
Certified.
They got that certification. They put it in the deep fryer. It's certified.
Certified.
Here we go. All right, oh fried. Here comes Matthew McConaughey. Train.
His new restaurant.
He should.
That's our pitch this week.
We should email him.
Matthew McConaughey's.
Chicken. It's like, we need to work on the name. MMC. Matthew McConaughey's chicken.
All fried, all fried, all fried. Yeah, we don't sell any grilled chicken. It's all fried.
Yeah.
Only fried chicken.
It's like, well, I'm allergic to chicken. Why the fuck are you here?
Matthew's chicken.
Just Matt's chicken.
No, it's not Matthew. He goes by Matthew.
Well, it'd be funny because, like, because maybe he doesn't want people to know. Kind of like Paul Newman.
But
Like,
then
he
your
made his
tagline
ranch-
is a fucking quote from Matthew McConaughey.
Well, then people would be able to piece it together. Just like you have to assemble your own chicken.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah, literally. That's the whole bit. You have to like
But
make your
Matthew
own
McConaughey's driving around in a Lincoln all the time, right?
chicken. Probably.
And talking like
The Lincoln lawyer?
philosophizing.
That's what he does. Like Matthew McConaughey is so Matthew McConaughey.
It's just like the lights
He's like
on the street,
yeah,
driving
sometime-
home drunk. I'm 6 beers deep.
He's
My
like,
vision is blurred.
I was just 6.
I believe I've just killed a family. And I won't go to prison because I'm rich.
I also think I killed the woman I just
Buy
fuck's family.
Lincolns. It's basically his commercials.
It's like, look at this sunrise, or maybe it's a sunset, going on over this beach. Just kidding, we're in the mountains. Just kidding. I'm running away for the cops. Don't worry. Bye, Lincoln. Like, oh, thank you.
Michael loves
I
his
just
jokes.
fucked your mom. Oh,
Michael loves his own jokes.
well, I gotta love somebody's jokes because no one else's here is funny.
See, that was good.
Yeah, it was great.
See, that's what we need more of. And
I tried to, and all you do is you're like, dude, I hate Matt Damon.
Michael's
I
like,
love Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Killer Joe. I just want to shove that DVD up my ass, and like, you don't even have a Blu-ray.
how would that be? That would sound great. I
We
mean,
have a giant, like I said, back to buttholes. Like I said, see, you always bring it back. You're always about the back. You know, there was a.
if Michael was a pitcher,
There was
he
a
would
man.
pitch. He would have a horrible slider.
Yeah, I would. And my name would be Sir Mix-a-Lot. And I would be a pitcher. Shaboink.
You would throw a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, but let me tell you, when I get those strikeouts.
Bring the heat. We need some heaters, man.
No, we don't. It's hot as fuck.
some
Have you not
wind
seen
up.
global warming? England was complaining the other day. They're like, holy shit, it's like 100 degrees. I'm like, it's 100 degrees all the time here in America.
They're always complaining.
Yeah. Fuck England.
Oi!
Bro.
Why is it so hot? Me tea. It's also hot.
But they already drink the hot tea. That's what, like, is the ironic part. I'm like, guys.
It's too hot to drink me tea.
This must
Mommy.
be Brexit's fault.
Mommy, why are the immigrants making it hot?
The Prime Minister resigned and now it's hot. It must be a correlation. All those colonialists. We're coming for them. Wouldn't that be like a turn of event if like a new revolutionary war happened? Like England's like, we have nothing else to lose because we have nothing to do. And they just invade America. Like part of America. Immediately we're like,
What?
hey guys, we're going to destroy your whole navy. Like I thought you were saying hi. We are coming for what is owed.
So, I mean, how's that money laundering operation going on?
Everyone just like, just like a few people just like make a few phone calls to the people on the aircraft carriers, and the battleships, like, well, hey.
Seriously,
really
though,
wanna do
the
this.
Ukraine-Russia thing, like, how's that? I mean, they just keep sending money. They're just like, oh, here's another $40 billion.
Yeah, where is this? Yeah, like, what?
And then people are just like flat out
And they're
saying, I love how there's like people in charge that are just flat out saying, they're just like, we actually have no way of tracking where these weapons are going.
Yeah.
We are just basically writing blank checks to the Ukrainians and just arming them. And then people are like, there are, and then this is the thing is like,
And all the countries around them are like, oh, we suddenly have weapons. We're going to start a new front against Russia. Like Chechnya is just like, hey, we're going to fight Russia too. It's like, why now?
well, there was like some reporting apparently that and this is like, you get
Reporting quotes
that some of these weapons were falling into the hands of Ukrainian
Literally falling out of planes.
falling into the hands of Ukrainian gangs. So like just fucking people
It's
like
just gonna be like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like there's some dude like Rocket Raccoon with some giant fucking bazooka. Can't even do it.
so. But though it's funny, it's like people see that reporting and they're just like, "This is Russian propaganda."
Maybe
Russians are spreading disinfo. I mean, it might be. You're right, and maybe Ukrainian gangs aren't getting armed from the. But like the fact that
they're getting armed.
There are people.
There's guns everywhere.
The fact that there's like officials, like people in authority that are saying, "Yeah, we the auditing process for this, we don't really have one. We're just kind of buying shit and just like sending it there." Like, I don't know. That seems like a
via Amazon.
It doesn't
how
seem
are you
like a
guys
good
sending
idea.
this shit?
See, this is what's gonna happen. What's funny is what happens is like, so we send like all this stuff to Ukraine, right? And they're able to hold off Russia for like a good amount of time,
month or two.
but then some fucking shit happens, like unexpected.
What
and then,
is even happening?
Like Zelensky goes offline, like he just fucking disappears, like he just takes whatever billions of dollars have been given to him and just like fucking fucks off to God knows where.
Yeah, to the North Pole.
And maybe he gets killed. It's officially reported that he's dead.
probably
But
been
like
dead
he's
for 5
just
years.
fucking left. with all the money. That's probably what's going to happen. And then Russia's going to take over and all of the weapons and shit we gave them, Russia's just going to take. Like in Afghanistan when we fucking pulled out, and then they just took all of the shit that we left.
Well, see,
that's gonna. I foresee it.
You foresee?
It's what's gonna happen.
Jedi Master David.
Because that's what we do. Is like we're just arming everybody.
Well, see, luckily,
and so then Russia's gonna be like heavily armed with all this billions of dollars of weaponry we bought.
Well, to be fair, they already had a bunch of weapons, and second of all,
but they have like Cold War era bullshit. They don't have American-made modern.
And maybe we sent them like all of our old shit. Like we sent them like our 2008 Honda Accord.
That's not what we did.
Well, see, like in Afghanistan, all that other shit, like we left shit over there.
Nice shit.
Do we know? Like, do you have like the receipts?
I know
what we sent them. I know. What did we send them?
I know exactly.
Do we send them like
it's modern?
Like,
we're sending them modern shit because they're able to hold back the Russians. Yes, because Russians use like Cold War era shit. They use this old stuff because they don't.
I think we just gave
they don't replenish their military like we do.
We totally gave them something, but what do we give them? No one knows.
Fucking missile systems, fucking anti-aircraft.
Thing is that we didn't
all
even
sorts
need to
of
give them
fucking.
Shit. Thanks.
Weaponry.
Let's not get too political.
All sorts of weaponry.
I was just like, yeah, why
that's
the
thing. It's like there's no auditing for it. And that's what's funny about it. It's just like it's the same shit, different day. Because I guarantee you, what's gonna happen is, dude, how is?
I feel like half the world is just like armed by America from shit we just left there.
It seems like Russia keeps taking like piece by piece sort of little parts of.
Don't you think they could have conquered Ukraine at this point? They're fucking Russia, and like it's been going on for what, 6 months?
Well, see, that's what they're doing. It's kind of like a bleed.
No one even talks about it.
It becomes a war of attrition.
It's like there's a war going on, whatever.
It becomes a war. Who can drag it out the longest?
I saw Alexander Ovechkin playing in a soccer game for Russia because they won't let like Russia play like in the World Cup anymore, and like and he was scoring a goal, and Vladimir Putin's like playing in it too, and I'm like, okay, can't be that bad. You can still fly over all the hockey players over. Can you imagine they shot down one of our, the hockey players? They shot down Ovi. I'm totally on Russia's side. Kidding.
Oh my God, could you imagine that? Well, Russia is holding Brittany Griner.
That's such a weird thing. It's
if
like she
was
THC
LeBron,
oil.
she would be back home.
Oh yeah, that's what they always keep saying. And then I like how LeBron was just like, if I was over there, maybe I wouldn't want to come back to America. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about?
You're not helping LeBron.
Yeah, I'm like, no, she's over there. I was like, she's black, she's gay, and she had weed. That's like 3 strikes, you're out in Russia. You're done.
Yeah, you're practically Hitler in Russia.
Yeah. No, you're worse than Hitler when you do that. Literally, she can get sent to jail. I think she got accused. Like, she could be in jail for like 10 years.
God, dude, I don't even know. They better do something about it.
Well, how did that even happen? Like, wasn't the rest of the team there too?
You know Trump would have her out. Trump would be on that fucking Twitter. Vladimir Putin.
He probably would call Vladimir Putin and be like, yo, dude.
Brittany Griner immediately.
It's like, yo, it's Trump. It's your Trump baby. What's going on, Vlad? Can we please get this lady back? He's like,
I will destroy those stupid onion things.
That's what I was like. He'll be like, yo, I don't want to mess around, but I got this big red button. I will destroy your country. I want to get reelected. Thanks. Bye. Love Trump. And Vlad's like, oh, good, you lost.
I have a horrible Trump impersonation.
It is good. It is big. It is bad. It is good.
Why do you try impersonations? Michael never understands.
I can do a few good ones.
No, you can't.
Well, you can't do Trump.
I can't do Trump. I can do a few people.
We are going. No, I'm just kidding. That's John F. Kennedy. I can do that one.
No, you can't.
We will all be Donald
Stop
Trump.
Trying. Like, that's not a challenge. I'm just being honest.
No! You didn't even let me finish.
Michael's ego is so
we are
hurt
Donald
when I
Trump.
tell him he can't
we
do
are
something.
Donald Trump. Back and to the left.
Dude, it's awful.
It's better than
Truly.
Kennedy ever did.
Truly.
I love Trulies.
I like Bud Light seltzers more.
Because you're gay. Sorry, probably shouldn't say that. There's nothing wrong with that. Cut that out.
No, you got to live with the stupid shit that you say.
You're going to have to live with the stupid shit you said, like saying that Matt
Guess
Damon
what?
is a terrible actor.
Yeah, well, guess what? I stand by it.
Oh,
Fuck
Matt
him.
Damon's going to fucking, like, burst into this window.
Guess what? He can.
And
You see what happens. He's going to meet my Glock.
If he gave me... I would love... if you open fire...
Say hi.
It'd be like The Town.
It'll be like The Town.
Or The Departed. Well, The Town, Ben Affleck directed. Like I said, I'm Ben Affleck, you're Matt Damon. So Matt Damon comes here to kill you.
I'm not.
At least I have an Academy Award.
Even in that universe.
You don't get to choose that.
I'm gone,
Back
girl.
to the James Webb. So maybe that's what we see in the James Webb telescopes, the universe where, like, you...
I'm gone, girl.
Matt Damon.
Why do you bring it back? The telescope. We left the telescope.
Because it's fun to bring stuff back. Because that's the way podcasts work, and that's the way conversations work, and that's the way entertainment works. It's no, you're like, let's
because
keep
I'm
going
calling
on.
you out for your stupid shit.
No, it's more fun.
It's
better.
No, it's comedically bankrupt.
Bankrupt, saying there's the telescope.
Fuck
seeing
the
a
telescope.
Universe.
We already talked about the telescope.
Well, guess what? I'll use my binoculars.
Go fuck the
I'm gonna
telescope.
look up at the sky, and I'm
Michael's
gonna
go
universe.
lube up a telescope.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove it up my ass, and then I'm gonna look up into the sky, and let me tell you what
He's
I
gonna
see.
get it from both ends.
Yeah. Well, telescope will be a one.
It's gonna be like the human centipede, except with the telescopes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the most.
Michael's a sandwich.
It's gonna be the most scientific sexual experience of my life, and let me tell you, I'll learn more. And who says I have
He's
not?
a telophile.
It's a thing. We're making it. Copyright that. Call the government. We got to add stuff to the LGBTQ plus thing.
Kinks aren't part of that.
It's not a kink. I identify as a telescope.
Oh, great joke.
That's not a joke. I can see everything.
So,
including the butthole in the sky.
So our pitch that we were we had something cooking there, some fried chicken, some delicious fried chicken.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's fried chicken.
All fried. That's a good pitch. I feel like that was a good starting point.
Pitch. It's just like a restaurant. That
that's like back. That's like back to pure Casturbation form, because like we had the McChicken coin. We had a lot of chicken references.
I think the point is we're always hungry.
I feel like chicken is kind of part of our soul.
I think we're just hungry
because we're cowards at our soul. We're chickens.
Are chickens cowards?
Well, why do you think the chicken? Why do we think you? And what are you, Marty McFly? Chicken? That whole thing.
I know. Like, how did chicken get that label?
Bark, bark.
Like, didn't chickens come from dinosaurs and shit? Maybe.
I mean, they're
all the birds.
The family, descendants.
Yeah, they're in the T-Rex family. I'm like, who the fuck was just like, yo, this chicken is terrible. Like, do chickens literally just run away? Like, I've seen some angry ass chickens that run at you and they try and go peck you
roosters, I feel like cocks are more susceptible.
But they're still chickens
to attack.
They're just male chickens. So that's the other thing. Like anytime.
Well, what is a hen?
Well, what's a chicken? What's a cow? What is? I do like how we in our society we're just like, look at this stupid animal. You look like that. You see a fat person. Fucking cow. Moo. Cow's just minding his own business, providing us food and milk.
Just chewing cud.
Just doing nothing. It's like,
the life of a cow.
Of course, our American cows, we give them all the weird shit to make them fatter and juicier, and that's what we do in America. It's like, if you want a cow, you can't. Cows don't make sense in America.
What are you talking about? I feel like the Japanese Wagyu beef is kind of what people consider the pinnacle of beef cut.
Well, I'm not talking about beef. I'm not saying the cow is the
That's
best
what
thing
cow
to
is
eat.
beef.
No, I was saying we just get. I know that. I'm saying we just.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You don't fucking know what I'm saying. We have, for someone who actually works in the food industry, let me tell you, when it comes to our cows,
Michael's doxing himself.
When it comes to the,
he works at Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh yeah, no, I work at Cowhorn.
Long cow. Long.
They're very long, and guess what? Because we've scientifically, we've molded them to be bigger cows.
Long COVID.
Oh, rebound COVID. That's what I've heard a lot lately. I got COVID a year ago, and I feel a little sniffly today. It must be.
Dude, it's raging again. The COVID is raging again. And you know what I don't hear?
COVID
you know what I
against the
don't
machine.
hear? You don't hear the fucking death toll being fucking blared constantly. Maybe because it's not that significant. I don't know
what we should do? We should just have a death toll.
Not too sure. But I hear so many people getting COVID that I'm just like,
Seems like everyone's okay. So
yeah, maybe maybe they're lying to us and we
What
don't
is the
know.
total death toll? Look it up.
Maybe we
It's
don't
probably
know.
a
The
million and a
total
half
death
people.
toll.
It's probably 1.5 million people, which is not a tiny number, but over a year, 2 years, 2.5 years. God, why did you have to make this political, David? Look what you did.
What did I do?
You got COVID. We both here have COVID. This is our COVID podcast.
Let's see.
I think David has things on his mind. See, he doesn't want to be funny. See, if you listen back to this episode, it's like Michael's trying to be funny. Michael's just like, I love Killer Joe. I love people dying of COVID. I love Donald Trump. That's all David has said. Vladimir Putin, I got his fucking phone number.
I just said Trump would get Griner, or I don't know if he would get her back, but he would certainly be on Twitter talking mad shit to Putin to be like, Putin, release her right now.
What is Donald Trump doing right now? Has anybody ever asked that? Like, after, like, the whole insurrection,
Insurrection.
he's probably, like, chilling.
What are you
like,
talking about?
At a
Stop
golf
the steal.
course. It's like, how many people have died? Oh, God, this is terrible. Why are we talking about
Shut the
this?
fuck up.
No.
Sorry.
Why are we
I'm
talking
sorry.
about this?
I didn't mean,
No, you're sorry.
I mean,
yeah.
to get so aggressive.
Yeah, sorry. No, you. Yeah, keep that in. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I didn't mean
I'm so fucking sorry.
I didn't mean that.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't mean it.
How have we not gotten COVID?
Have we not gotten COVID?
I don't think I have. Maybe I did.
I don't know. Did you get COVID?
I don't know. That's what I said. I've been vaccinated, double vaxxed.
Double vax. Double
Yeah, man.
vax. Vax.
Dude, the facts about the vax. You know, Andrew Wiggins. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. See, this will get us no listens if we start talking about COVID because people get like offended. Like Andrew Wiggins, who was the ¡1 pick, was on the Cavaliers.
Yeah. He said he regrets getting.
Yeah,
the
he
vax.
regrets getting it. I'm like, dude, you became an all-star for the
Regret
first
the
time in your
vax.
career, and you won a championship and made millions of dollars. And he was like, I still regret it. And I'm like, well, you're fine though, right? Why do you regret it? Who cares? Let's care later when we all start growing the tentacle arms. Especially David, because he got the cheap one. He went to like some weird like Asian brothel.
I don't know if I'm reading this right, but it looks like, kind of the way the reporting goes, like they're spiking like
Well, I'm not asking for spiking. I'm looking
every
for
few
total
weeks. It looks like
death
about
numbers because they used to always have them.
about 1,000 a week, 1,000 deaths throughout the country
That doesn't make
for the past
sense.
3 months.
Is that true?
That's what I'm looking at.
I mean, still nothing. But how many people die of the flu every week?
May 31st, 382 deaths. June 1st, 592 deaths.
That's not 1,000.
I'm saying over the course of a week, about 1,000. It adds up each day that I'm counting. June 2nd, 371. June 3rd, 407. June 4th, 103.
Well, you started in May and then you went to June, so I got confused. You can't just do that. You can't just start the last day of a month and be like, there was only this many.
On June 8th,
David, and I'm terrible.
1,045 deaths were reported. On May 4th, 1,933 deaths were reported.
So if anyone listening, Dave is an asshole telling people that no one dies of COVID.
No, what I'm saying is that there's people actually dying of it every day. Every week there's thousands of people dying of COVID. And there's no death tolls on the TV. There's not wall-to-wall reporting about all the people dying, but that's a significant amount, would you say?
Look how many people are dying of the flu right now. And I bet
Every
you
3
it's
weeks,
more.
a 9/11, as they would say under Mr. Donald Trump's presidency.
Well, I like how you're trying to turn this around on me. David's like,
You're the one
"No, I
that's
never
trying to
turned."
defend Trump here. I'm just backing it up with
All I know is that David is like, I'm not trying to defend him. I'm trying to make him my best friend. The greatest person. The greatest. He was good. He's not bad. God damn it, I can't do the impression. All I know is that David.
Michael, I love you.
Well, how about you look up how many fucking people die in a day? Just in general. And I guarantee. Oh, God. See, now I'm going to sound terrible.
How many people?
Die in America one day.
die a day in the U.S.
It's gonna be like 100,000. We're like, holy shit! How do we even have so many people? The silence is deafening.
Oh my god, I don't need a fucking...
That's probably a weird thing to look up on Google. David is like shocked.
Well, I don't know if this is all the right data.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the thing you were saying beforehand is the right data. I do not think there was hundreds of people dying of COVID a day.
That's just what the fucking graph said, dude. It says this from the New York Times. I don't know.
Oh, the New York Times, the most trustworthy.
Fake
place
news?
on
I
Earth.
don't know, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe they're trying to lie to us. If COVID's not real.
It's like he had kidney failure due to COVID. That's what they say. Apparently, COVID can literally just
I don't fucking care
kill
anymore.
everything.
We're
You're the
moving
one
on.
who brought it up. I would never have brought this shit up.
Why do you... Okay, well, you're just afraid of going places that...
I went to the places. You always throw
I
it back
dragged
on
you
me.
kicking and screaming, and you throw a temper tantrum
you always do
as
the
soon as I
places.
decide to move on.
You always do the places, and then you get like too serious, and then you're like, "No, it's Michael's fault.
It's all your fault.
you have like trebuchets just like launching at me. I'm just kidding.
I'm not being serious, though, and you're taking me too serious, I guess. That's what the facts are, is Michael's a bitch.
And like, well,
What was that?
that's the bitch.
It was like a tickle. I like tickled Michael from across the room.
I was tickled by COVID. And
He used a falsetto. Apparently, I heard that like women hate when men use their falsettos.
well, I would imagine so. Isn't it the way like things work in life? Is that like
They love deep
like,
bend voice.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's like back in the day, like there'd be like the old Neanderthals. They're like, yum, 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 yum. And it's like, and then of course the baritone. It comes over.
We're
Yum, 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 which means I'm going to suck your dick and have your family and create the human race.
What's that, Neanderthals? You said
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal?
Yeah.
You said Neanderthals?
Yes, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay. Fucking fancy bitch.
Oh, now I'm fancy.
Neanderthal?
Because I am one. That's how it's pronounced.
They talked high. They had a high-pitched voice. Is that what you're saying?
I would imagine like that the female
I thought they were like
versions-
real fucking... Like
Yeah.
short and stocky.
Yeah, but I imagine like they still were fucking each other, so I imagine still the
Like the people on the Little Caesars box. I'm
yeah,
just kidding. Those are supposed to be Caesar, I guess, Romans.
pizza. As we all
An
know,
effective
it's like
catchphrase.
as we all know, what Caesar really said is like not it. Not all
Caesar's
those
greatest
things,
accomplishment.
Too brute, none of all that shit. As he getting stabbed to shit to death, he's just like pizza.
What's this? Violence against Caesar. That's what apparently, well, an account
There
of
you
what he
go.
actually
There you
said.
go. Stealing jokes.
What do you mean stealing jokes?
Oh, stealing jokes. Monty Python jokes. Look
Is,
at
it,
you.
is that a Monty Python joke?
Yeah, it is. And let me tell you, like, first of all, you were British.
No, it's not.
Do you think Caesar sounds like that?
That's apparently
Killing Caesar.
apparently that's one of the accounts of what he said versus
Which account?
the Shakespearean account that says he said
The guy who stole everything?
"A too brute,
Et tu brute. A tu brute.
a too brute."
Yeah, that's like Spanish, like a tu brute, which would probably mean he'd be like, you, me, angry, whatever brute means. All I know is that David hates all of you guys listening right now. What is wrong with you? All I know is that David Bowie is watching us in the Starman. I didn't say that. You said that.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, God.
We're going to war on this podcast.
Let me tell you, this is like...
It's going to be Worsterbation.
Well, I'm Ukraine, so, like, let me tell you, like, everyone give me
Yeah,
all your-
exactly. I'm like Russia.
And guess what? You're going to lose, because Russia sucks. And they have nothing except for Cold War era jokes.
Exactly.
You're
That's all I got.
You're like, anyone heard of Back to the
I'm
Future?
tired and drunk.
I'm tired. So tired. And I'm Russia. Meanwhile, me. Youthful Vulcan.
I don't even believe in the cause anymore. Just dejected.
I've got this by vodka.
Michael's all fucking amped up.
Yeah, David, he has nothing to do. Like, I could just destroy him. But unfortunately, I'm like in his territory. So like all the guns.
I don't know
will come
about all
out.
that.
Like, you know, as much as I try to attack him, like, you know, dogs will start like flying out the walls.
I mean, I could just destroy you if I wanted to. I have the nukes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do have the nukes.
David just like did this, like just like flexed his arms. He has the nukes.
So I call my arms. So I call these pythons.
It's like my right leg is called Apollo 11. My left leg, Apollo 13. Because guess what? That's the one that gets me in trouble, but it always gets me out of trouble. And my arms, Russian.
Don't make me use them. These nukes are dangerous.
God forbid I use my face.
Yeah. No, headbutts are effective.
Yeah, you don't want to use a face butt. You got to use
Face butt.
use the head butt.
Yeah, see, some people miscalculate sometimes too. end up doing their opponent a favor there. Just smashing their nose right on their forehead.
Just like
Take that! Ah!
just flip their head around like a retarded donkey. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess. You know. It's
Sometimes it works. I've seen those MMA fights, you know, and like.
Is that the way you describe them?
Well, yeah. Sometimes, like when you see, like,
Is that
when,
how you
like,
kiss your mother with that retarded
Anders
donkey?
yeah, I do. You know, actually, it's her birthday today. Merry Christmas, mother. It's like you gotta, like when you see the guys like just with the shin kicks, you know, and they just like they fall apart. You know, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
So you should not use your face because sometimes it can fall apart. Head, yes.
Forehead, specifically.
Like
that
the
nice
headbutt.
thick
Yeah.
part on your fucking skull there in the
It's
front.
great. Like thank you, evolution.
There's a reason why we have that there. It's
Yeah.
because we probably did that shit a lot to each other.
And that's all humans. Like literally, our bodies like were grown.
There was a
and, like,
period where
evolution.
during evolution where humanity was just hand-to-hand combat a lot. So there's a lot of headbutts going on.
Our brains are so protected because we were so stupid.
Just kept smashing that the strongest heads were the ones that survived, and then gradually they got
And they did.
stronger through
and
the
the
generations.
smartest heads, they all died.
But then eventually the brain got sophisticated enough to where we didn't need to keep
So we built
smashing our
robots.
foreheads together.
yeah,
That we actually developed rock weapons and shit to smash
and
foreheads.
rockets. Bang.
And think about the brows on some of these fucking skulls you see, in, like anthropology and shit. Like the fucking huge, like these Cro-Magnon, like
Yeah.
the Cro-Magnon brow.
They look like yeah, they look like Groot. I don't know.
Cro-Magnon, is that what it is?
No, it's Cro-Magnon. Yeah. Like the guys are like, we were here first, but like we're not like, you know, we're kind of like a weird mix of shit. I bet you people would like love to be Cro-Magnons nowadays.
Cro-Magnon man.
Just Cro-Magnon. Like, just by the way, I'm Cro-Magnon. It's like, cool. Do you want a drink?
Michael, you have a bit of a crow brow.
Yeah, I probably do. I do have thick eyebrows.
Crow brow.
It's like my eyebrows really do just like kind of like protect my lack of a brain. That's all we can do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. So, you know, we're at 62 minutes. 62 minutes. Michael's brain shuts off.
I was like, 69 would be better. I didn't say anything. You were saying something.
Yeah.
God forbid. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Michael's, yeah, we're back.
I just glanced over.
Broadcast.
I just glanced over.
Casturbation.
No, it's Matthew McConaughey podcast.
Yeah, I guess the only
Changing
good
the
thing we
name.
came up with this week was the fucking McConaughey's chicken. Matthew's chicken.
We're not trying to come out with stuff. We're just like trying to like.
What do you mean?
Talk and be entertaining. I was like, we don't always have to come up with something, but let me tell you,
Yeah, we do.
all fried, is going to be.
What do you think? How do we keep the ship afloat?
We
If
don't.
we don't fucking
There is no
have any
ship.
ideas.
We don't have a ship. We have like a kayak that's like in a storm right now.
Michael thinks that just talking and being like people think that's funny.
It's like, yeah, it's like
It's
being,
like
it's
bits are funny.
like Michael's like just funny and like funny.
Bits are funny.
Yeah.
Commit to the bit.
David's like, oh, see, David,
Don't
if you
be a
listen back to
bitch.
the episode, he was just
Commit.
like, I want to talk about the Udalvi kids getting killed. Go
Yeah.
back. Oh, yeah. What a good bit.
And you know what? There are some things that you can really.
Stop laughing every time we talk about you.
Well, you're the one who's laughing right now. I'm serious. No, obviously, it's fucking like. I don't know. You got like there
Yeah, you
seems
don't know
like just
nothing.
a lot
Yeah,
of
what a
a lot of
good
people
sentence.
there. Wasn't there like 400
Oh, God, we can
fucking
actually. No,
cops
we're
there?
not talk about it. God damn it.
Well, you brought it up again.
Well, because you brought it up first.
Oh, it's all my fault.
It is your fault. You
It's
know
all
what?
my fault.
Were you there?
It's like a toxic
I'm
relationship.
gonna look up these videos and like David is gonna be like there, like waiting. He's like, don't worry, guys, don't go in. And
I got this. It's just wait. Dude, though, it's like there's like 400 fucking cops there. They're all just like standing around. Like,
there
how
was
did
like
no?
500,000.
How did no?
cops.
Like, it's just astounding that none of them were like, let's fucking do it. Let's just end this shit. It's fucking crazy.
I think we
man.
are Casturbation. We probably don't make sense all the time, but I think what we're trying to say is like, don't trust anybody. Don't trust us, except for me. Do not.
What are we
trust the
trying to say?
government.
I mean, I don't know. I think I was just echoing the sentiments of some people. Like, you see that, you're like, the
We
fuck?
try to do that. We try to bring the funny. We try to be serious. We try to the pathos. It's like
There's things happening in the world. You gotta acknowledge those things.
and
And sometimes we can heal through humor and
yeah,
laughs.
except for David, who just wants to bring up the sadness and depression and no humor.
Michael just can't deal with it.
I've dealt with it. I was there.
I was the shooter.
You should just end the episode because I was.
You wish.
I wish I was.
We'll
the
get the
shooter.
full confession. No, I mean,
Hey, you've seen those January 6th hearings going on.
dude, no, I didn't. We need to talk about this. This is actually what I meant to bring up from the whole fucking thing, but you got me off track because you're goddamn whining about it's sad.
about
All right,
anything.
dude, his fucking that kid from the shooting, like his girlfriend was on fucking Instagram.
Cool. So is
Like,
everybody.
actually talking about the kid and telling people that like so like the whole concept, right? Because everyone's like, oh man, this dude's probably just doesn't get any pussy. He's like like just kind of a loser. And I mean, I guess she kind of said that he was, but like apparently
Well, women are stupid too, and they are losers as well. And they will open up their legs for a lot of people. Guess what? That's how most of us are here. How do you think casturbation
maybe
happens?
she's young and doing it for attention. You never fucking know. But apparently he had a girlfriend. So like the whole concept, dude, of like the idea that that pussy fixes it.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. There's something deeper going on, bro.
You're right. As deep in that pussy as you can get, it will never fix you. We hear a casturbation. That's our. This is what we leave you with tonight.
I mean, but like that's the common sentiment, right? You hear people say
There's
it's
so
just
many
like,
people-
They're just
You know what?
incels. They just don't get any. They're like they're social
what?
rejects and
You're
shit.
actually really right about that. It's like, you want to be so real. Like,
I mean, I'm trying to be funny, but also make a point.
no, I was like, oh, now you're trying to be funny. But seriously,
Shut up.
half the people listening.
Yeah, you're trying to be funny.
No, I was like, all these people. I was like, yeah, having sex will not make you feel better, because it doesn't make any of us feel better. It doesn't make David feel any better, because like, dude, he hasn't been laid ever in his life, and it sucks. And I keep trying to help him, and look how miserable he is. Look at his anger. Look at his passion, his hatred for everything that comes to women.
I am
Let
a
me tell you.
rage.
And then some of my friends, it's like, oh, got my dick wet. And it's like, yeah, how do you feel? Terrible. I'm like, exactly. Now go to a kid's school, shoot them up.
Jesus
It's not
Christ.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. You're
It's
not
actually
funny.
pretty hilarious.
No, but like, yeah, it's not gonna fix it, folks. There's something else going on. We can't just throw pussy at the kids. That's not going to fix the youth.
Well, I mean, apparently you can just throw cock and pussy at the kids because everybody's just whatever they want to be. But anyway, we're gonna stop. Like,
Michael's just like, I don't want to get into this.
I'm like,
It's a little too
good?
edgy. It's a little too edgy for
It's
me.
not edgy. I was like, it's just not funny. I was just like, David just seems like he has a point he wants to make. That's not funny.
I'm always trying to make a point, dude.
No, you're not. I'm always trying to make a point.
I'm
I always get called out on it. It's like, oh man, Michael's trying to be serious. Just want to be funny. All the time. It's like David's just like,
I feel like
man,
this is a very confusing conversation.
it is confusing. We call this projection.
I don't understand. Yeah, I feel like you've just projected that like onto me, and then back onto yourself, and then I don't even know what's happening anymore.
We're literally recording in a room full of mirrors, completely naked. So what can we do? Because we're advanced.
Yeah. I was in the advanced classes in high school.
I was in the special classes. I'm not going to say which ones, but
I got to ride a special bus. That's never like that's pretty hack.
wait
like,
no, you already killed the joke. That's what I just
pretty
made.
hack, right?
Nah, it was pretty funny though. No.
Nah, I mean I feel like short bus jokes. Like I mean,
Well, I already made the short bus joke.
when?
Right before what I said.
What'd you say?
You said when I said I was in the special classes. I won't say which one. And then you said, "Yeah, I was on the short bus." I was implying that.
Well, I mean you didn't say bus. You didn't bring up the bus.
Well, I didn't have to bring up the bus because
imagery.
guess what? I was on the short plane. they somehow got me to school. Was it school? They taught me something.
There was a band named Short Bus, and that's a pretty good band name, I have to say. It's a real band.
They don't exist anymore, clearly.
I mean, probably not. I mean,
Maybe
that was
not.
years ago. But
Anyway, enough of this garbage.
local band. Enough of this garbage.
Enough of this short bus. I need the long bus. Actually, I want that like halfway retarded bus.
Michael likes girth
Oh, well, don't get me
and
started.
length.
Oh, well,
He likes it all.
yeah. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Disagree with you?
What am I gonna say?
You have girth and length.
Give me that glizzy. Hook it up, dude. How about that?
How about that?
Oh, what's it fucking name?
Your beard scratching, just like.
Oh
within
my
the
God.
microphone.
I can't remember. Who's the Cash Me Outside girl?
What?
Danielle Brigoli.
Nice pull.
She needs to start. She needs to start her own hot dog brand.
You know, a hot dog won't digest in your system for 6 months.
You know who can change all that?
Danielle.
Danielle Brigoli.
You know what? It's true. Like, you know, they tell me, I've heard that, like, drinking hot water is better for your system, and basically everything being an American is terrible for your body. And I'm like, you know what I say to this? Danielle,
Danielle,
we need
help
you.
us.
Raise a light to the sky.
She's like the Rorschach. She's like Rorschach. She looks down upon the
Look
man.
down.
No.
No hot dogs. What about the buns?
Look down upon the filth. And I do not shower them with hot dogs. Yeah, you know.
Real meat.
Yeah, she does have a kind of Rorschach energy to her.
Is that a good energy to have?
No, I'm not sure that it is, Michael. I'm not saying.
I respect
Kind of
it
respect it a little in a way, but there's principles. She seems like a principled girl, you know, Cash Me Outside. You know, you push her too far, she's ready
She's
to
the
throw
one
down.
that's gonna like actually.
You
like,
do not. You don't besmirch. She will only take so much before she will get physical with you.
You know.
She has principles.
Yeah, there is that, and like I assume Donald Trump is like fuck this woman, and he
What?
accidentally gave her
Isn't
the.
she like
the
just
new
turned 18
codes.
like a year ago or something?
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm not saying Donald Trump's a good guy. Like I think that's the one thing we can establish from this podcast, and we don't like him. But we understand him, and so the Cash Me Outside girl, he might have accidentally given her the nuke codes, and it's going to be like Rorschach. She just emails them to like random dude, just like pops them into Google, and all the nukes shoot off. It's like who would have known?
I feel like you're gonna need a little bit more.
Cash Me Outside. It's gonna be like the end of the world.
Pretty sure that the whatever.
I would like to
Defense
think
system.
that there's like more than one password that you can just put onto a random computer.
There's
But
like
look at our
multiple
world
layers
right
of
now.
authentication.
You would think, right?
I know. For
You
a
don't
fact.
know. Oh, okay, give me some
I
of the
work in a
passcodes.
silo.
Well,
I shouldn't have said it out loud, but it's facts.
I want to give me the codes.
Why would I get? I don't know the codes. Regular people just
We
don't
can
have the
figure it out.
codes, and the codes change every minute because they're on a fucking shifting encrypted
Well, that's no
si-
fun.
password system. What do you mean that's no fun?
Like,
That's
what's
how
the
it
point
adds.
of that?
That's
What
actually.
if I'm trying to hack sirs
That's
into them?
actually how it works.
Okay. Oh, well, Mr. Silo. What if I just type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Wouldn't that be like the easiest password?
Well, it would
And
be
yet
wrong.
the hardest password.
Well, it would
Because
be
no
wrong.
one would guess it.
It would be wrong. Because any
Oh, so
moment,
it's 7 at the end?
any given
Or is
moment,
it like an exclamation point?
this password's going to be a jumble,
Tell me the password.
multiple characters,
Tell me the password.
so long that you couldn't memorize it,
long
and
as
so
a hot dog.
complicated. It probably includes like other alphabetical characters and stuff that aren't even like part of the regular alphanumeric
I would
system.
assume they wouldn't even have like things to type in. They would have like a key.
There'd probably be like lambdas and all the
Like I would think they would have like you like poke yourself with blood. Like I don't know.
like an eye
Yeah.
scanner.
Yeah. Like I've watched Mission Impossible. Like these are the things.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
this
They
is the way
have
things
multiple
work,
layers
right?
of authentication.
But do they?
Yes.
This is what the movies have told us. I mean, you say you work in a silo. I'm like, is it like the corn silo down the street, or is it like the nuclear silo down the other street?
It's like the corn silo where it's like
Also a nuclear silo.
where Jonathan Davis and the band practices on the reg.
Slipknot came out with a new song today, by the way. Korn and them on tour. The We're Gonna All Get Nuked tour. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Guess what? We're going to
We're all
be there.
nuking it.
We're going to open for them, Casturbation, Korn with a K, and Slipknot with whatever new mask they're wearing, because that's their thing. They won't be as good because their drummer died a horrible death.
Well, Joey wasn't even in the band for the past like fucking 5-6 years, right?
Well, I mean, he's been dead for 5 or 6 years.
No, he hasn't. He died like 2 years ago.
Well, that's longer than you're going to live.
Jesus. All right. I got a gun.
Don't
I'm
pray-
going out shooting.
Pray to Jesus.
Even if I'm like on my deathbed, I'm just gonna shoot
Okay, enough of
the
this.
doctor.
We're off the rails. Casturbation says, look at the stars, and you'll find what you're looking for.
Really, I'm just gonna change our logo to like a train like flying off the rails
What about
and just a fiery wreck, and then that's just gonna be like their tagline. It's gonna be Casturbation, off the rails,
I'm okay with that.
and it's a fiery train wreck.
But what
People
if
died, families,
Your
women, and the children too. Yeah.
Especially the women and the children. Strangely enough, all the men survived.
Strangely, they were all like Bruce Willis and Unbreakable. Anyway,
They're all
that's
just
it
holding
for
it.
this week, everybody. Enjoy your fucking bullshit until you hear us next time, because who knows when we'll be back. I'm just kidding. We're gonna be consistent.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Not gonna try still, but
Yeah. Which part are we kidding about? You'll never know.
yeah. Ambiguity, like the end of Killer Joe.